Hello, let's see who's on the internet right now. And if I don't see one particular person in the chat, then I'm going to call them out on their bluff. So let's see what happens. And I'm gonna wait for that one person. And it's pretty obvious if you look underneath my name who that person is. So I'll play the waiting game and see what happens. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the watch link and I'm going to send it to said person, and then we're going to see if they show up in chat, because I was just watching another stream and they asked someone else to go live, and I happily obliged, because that's the kind of friend I am. Got to enter security code. Now we're just waiting. Okay. And I actually just posted a picture of my mock on Instagram. If anyone wants to go check out my Instagram after this stream, the link will be in the description. So I got to go to my DMs on Instagram. And I'm going to search for this person. And I'm going to go to my homepage on YouTube. And I'm going to share the link to this stream with them. And I'm going to write to them, you asked someone else to stream. And then I'm going to paste my link in there. And we'll see what happens. But I just finished building a Lego mock, and it is something for Halloween. And I will be building other mocks for Halloween all throughout the month of October. I just built a cave that is made out of mud, and I want to build something rocky, like a rocky mountain, for some more of my minifigures that are spooky and grey for Halloween. So I'm going to wait until I see them in chat. And plenty of my friends have been uploading a lot on YouTube lately, and I've been watching them. But I can't keep up with everyone, and a lot of people stream at the same time, so I have to pick and choose which streams I watch. But when my friends make their videos, I can watch all of them in a row. Okay. And I know, well, and some of my friends are doing daily streams right now because they've got Lego sets that they're busily building. And I'm in the middle of building my own sets with one of my friends. We're building a set together. And I am friends with the other people who stream at the same time every week. Hey Hoarder, you asked someone else to stream, so I did it. So now, can you please share the link for this stream in the jungle group chat, please? And we can keep the joke going. So what do you want to talk about, Hoarder? Some other people thought it was a good idea for me to build a Lego minifigure habitat for Captain Rex. So I'm going to build that this month. I want to build a few habitats, and so now I'm going to add Captain Rex to that list. So I can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about today. But what I will do is I'll go to my Instagram and I will get the photo that I published on Instagram. And I'll share. Oh, you got the Horizon set. Sweet. I actually got more money from someone in my family, so I can buy more pick-a-brick boxes from the Lego store, and that money that they gave me should last me until that should last me for the rest of the spring and into the summer. You wanted the long neck from 4 years ago, but that was bought before you started buying other stuff other than Star Wars. Yeah, because I used to only collect city and town stuff, but then I realized how cool space and castle is. Because I grew up with a lot of my brother's space sets from the 90s, and I only ever had one castle set growing up. It was the Tower Raid from the Fantasy Castle era. And then when the 2013 castle sets came out, and they came out with the King's Castle for the Blue Lion Knights, I thought that was a decent enough castle, and I saw that the castle walls were an upgrade over the previous ones, which really caught my interest, which is why I bought two of them to build a massive castle mock. And I did. At one point, I replaced the whole of my city on my old table with that castle. But then I realized, no, I want to go back to town building. So I put all of that stuff in storage, and I eventually took apart all of that old stuff. And when the 90th anniversary castle came out in 2022, that reinvigorated my passion for Lego Castle now, and I've gone ham ever since. Yeah, so I need to screen share this if I can. I want to get full screen. Yeah. I've tagged Clickin' and Brickin' in this. Yeah, so there it is on the screen. So that people can see it, and then they can go more, so that people can see it on the screen, and then you can go see the pictures on Instagram. I feel like I got a lot of good pieces because the last time I went to the Lego store, I decided, you know what, since I'm a minifigure habitat to builder now, it's best if I target one wide bricks on the pab wall, particularly the 1x6s, the 1x2s, and the 1x1s. Those are what I find most useful. But, yeah, which is why I got that stuff in medium azure, I got that stuff in yellow. I got that stuff in orange. And I got some Palisade bricks in a couple different colors. They were the 1x2s. And some random colored plates to get to fill some of the air gaps to get good value for money. And so then when I went back, I saw a bunch of one wide bricks again. So I asked the employees in the store, "Hey, I want to buy a whole large box of things. Can you take the drawer out from the wall so I can just go stacking?" And they did that for me 3 times for 3 pad boxes. So I was happy with that. Hello, Clever Pig. Good to see you there. Yeah, I think it's a good looking mock too. I spent about 3 days thinking about what I wanted to do. Really, after I went to the Lego store and got all of those brown 1x6 bricks, I knew that that was process of elimination about what Lego minifigure I wanted to use for one of my habitats, and it was the square foot from CMF Series 14 because it's brown, like all of the bricks I bought, and I knew I had a whole bunch of other brown pieces lying around in bulk and sorted in some drawers. So I thought it would be good to make a monochromatic mock, and I've built some other monochromatic mocks before, like both of my green habitats use a combination of some of the green colors, and this mock uses a combination of the brown colors. So yeah, I like that. I like attempting that kind of challenge in a build. Hoarder says, I tend to buy at least half a box of every part that shows up on the pad. Well, yeah, I'm at the point where I'm trying to use lime. Well, I'm trying to buy as much lime green I can to fill the air gaps whenever I'm buying other bricks on the pad wall, because it seems like my Lego store and a lot of people's stores always seem to have lime green. And so I'm at the point, well, I'll just keep on buying as much lime green I can to fill in the gaps. And hopefully I'll do that enough times where I'll never have to buy a full box of lime green. Because they've always got lime green plates. They've always got lime green plates. Now, a lot of people really don't like lime green in Lego, but I do. And I've been thinking about some of the mocks that I could make with lime green, and I think one of my ideas has to do with toxic waste. And perhaps nuclear stuff as well. Could use a mix of lime green, the trans bright green, the trans neon green. Could use a whole bunch of those green colors to mix in. Hoarder says his store had so many new parts on the wall, was shocked, bought 3 boxes, but will go back this weekend and get up to 3 more. The parts are still available. Yeah, I'm at the point where to make the bus ride to the store worth it, I try to buy multiple boxes, not just one, to make it worth my time. And since I can get 3 pad boxes for 100 Australian dollars, because they're $33 each here, it's just easy to budget for a $100 spend. And I normally walk away with 3 pad boxes in less than 2 hours of picking. One, if I have the money, and two, if there are pieces, if there are enough pieces on the wall for me to spend that money. Hoarder says, this is a fun time for me with you buying as many parts as I do, and with Cal sorting his collection, realizing how much an organized collection can change your life. Happy for you guys. Just a great feeling. Yeah, I was building so many mocks that I was taking so many of my sorted parts out of the drawers. And so I need to spend tomorrow putting them back in so that I can build another minifigure habitat. Until I go back to grad school on Tuesday, I want to build a habitat every single day, which means I can make weekly Instagram posts and weekly videos about them for the rest of spooky season this October. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something else very, very quickly. And I won't want to disrupt what I have on the share screen right now. Well, Hoarder, I told you in Clickin' and Brickin', the way I get my ideas for what I build for Halloween is seeing which of the minifigures I haven't used from CMF Series 14. So I've previously used the plant guy and the zombie cheerleader. I repurposed an old thing I did for the zombie cheerleader for what I did with the plant guy. Hi Cliff, good to see you here. We all enjoyed Clicking and Brickin' 19 minutes ago. And so I've used the plant guy previously, and within the past 2 hours, now, actually, no, within the past 3 hours, now I've used the square foot. So at least that's where I get my ideas. So I would suggest anyone out there who wants to build a Lego mock for Halloween, who also has the complete collection of the Series 14 CMFs, because they're perfect for spooky season, I would use those as inspiration. And I'll let you guys know that there are multiple competitions on Instagram that I'm entering some of my habitats in. Hey, Dina, we've both completed our mocks now, so high five. Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. I forgot to do something. Just hold in there 10 seconds, folks. People saying hello to each other in chat. Okay, there we go. And speaking of the Dina Dangles, can someone please send me a DM of the logo for Dina Dangles? What I want to do is I want to make a mock of a boutique store from a city that sells Dina Dangles, like either a fashion accessory store or a jewelry store or whatever in the city that would sell Adina Dangles. But I wouldn't want to make it official without being able to access that logo and then convert it to black and white so that I can print it out on my printer on a shipping label so that I can apply it as a sticker in my mock. That's one of my plans within the next 12 months. And I want to build that as a tribute to Dina. I see what you just said in the jungle, Cliff. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm happy to talk about anything Lego related that anyone wants to talk about. Moo cow. Anyone want to talk about anything Lego related? Anything hot off the presses? Is there any news that anyone wants to talk about? See that I've already got 16 views on the on my mock, and we've already got 5 likes. So thank you very much, guys. I think and we got some comments as well. I forget if these guys follow me or not. Star Wars _lovers said, "Wow, superb. Dear, can we repost? Can you share this with me?" I'm gonna say you don't need my permission to repost my posts. Go for it. Yep. Hoarder says, "Oh, so one of those parts on the pad wall is 1x1 trans clear tile. If anyone is in need, yeah. If anyone, yeah, those would be good for making some of the ripple effects in water. I've seen some people make waterfalls in their settings, and they use well, actually, what they do is they stack some of the trans clear 1x1s on top of water plates and then have the tiles surrounding it so that it looks like the ripple effect of water splashing at the base of the fall. Yeah, and so actually, if anyone else wants to spread the love of the picture I posted of my mock, you can also use the repost function and repost it onto your account as well, because you can do that on Instagram now. And I've already reposted 5 things, and I saw, I'm not sure, but Adina said that they finished their mock. So I wonder if they posted any. I wonder if they posted pictures. Someone should tell Dina to post some pictures of the mock they built, and I will repost those pictures to my account. And you know what? If anyone I'll try to repost other people's pictures they post of entering the Clickin' and Brickin' contest competition. If people let us know that they posted pictures about it. Also, instead of regular water, I'm drinking lime water right now. So what I did is I cut a lime in half, and then I squeezed the lime juice out of it through a funnel into my water bottle, and I used a metal straw to stir it around so that you get a good balance between the 1 quart of water and the lime juice, and it tastes like lime flavored water. And apparently, lime water and cucumber water is good for your blood sugar levels. So that's why occasionally, um, when we buy limes, I'll make myself lime water. And Miss Amby just replied to my post about Heather posting pictures of Lego Sigfig friends, because for those who don't know, TMC Heather has been assembling a lot of people's Sigfigs recently. She assembled my Sigfig and Seti Buron Seth Bland's Sigfig and Miss Amby's Sigfig as well. And also, almost a month ago, she did the same for a custom the Brickable Cow Sigfig that used a combination of the Woody's torso from Toy Story 3 and from the Toy Story sets and a mullet hairpiece. And also someone Bricktopia USA. I don't think I've ever heard about Bricktopia USA. So if someone knows who they are, please let me know who they are, because I don't. Apologies. And apparently they also did. Actually, hang on. Am I reading this properly? I'm not sure if I'm reading this properly. Ah, that's why. Yeah, she made some sigfigs for some other people as well, which I don't think I know their names. Yeah, so she's been very busy assembling people's sigfigs, because, like, when I was trading with people at conventions, she is growing her sigfig collection, and that's one of my favorite things to do when I go to conventions. Is I like to trade sigfigs with people. Now that both Heather and Dina have assembled my sigfigs, when I trade to get theirs, I'm not going to trade my sigfig. I'm going to trade a mosaic, a custom mosaic of my profile picture, and it'll be limited edition, 2 of only 3 in the whole world, which will be extra special. They're doing trades with a bunch of you guys. Nice. And you got their Sigfig too. Sweet. I don't think Lego's done a cow costume yet. So maybe if some people write some emails to Lego, they might have to do that. Well, I think I'm just going to make this a quickie today because I've got other stuff to do. So thanks for watching, everyone. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. You can go see this photo on my Instagram at real_mayohosko. Hope everyone has a good rest of your day. I'll see you on the next live stream, of which I'll be streaming with with Heather and Hobby this weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.